Ah, the hero of the moment. It's about damn time.
Not quite the warm and fuzzy greeting I was expecting as your #1 draft pick. What's going on?
After you and your partner struck the first blow against Mutiny by taking the Unity titles from them, I was hoping for more of the same here on SmackDown.
And that's what you're gonna get. We were all on the same page. What's with the attitude?
You haven't heard? We've lost the WWE Championship.
Cody lost the belt? How the hell did I miss that?
He didn't lose the title in a match. Mutiny stole it. Io Sky made off with one of our most prestigious championships in the midst of their most vicious attack yet.
If I'd have been there, I'd have stopped them.
Well, you weren't. And to make matters worse, Triple H is saying his hands are tied. So I've got a board who won't act, Cody in the hospital, a locker room in disarray, and no idea how we're gonna get the undisputed WWE title back.
I'll go take it from them. Mutiny is trying to wreck WWE's legacy one piece at a time. I'm not gonna let them get away with that.
You can't just waltz into the Performance Center and look for it. I have it on good authority that Io has taken the championship to Japan. So are you ready to fly halfway around the world on what could be a wild goose chase?
Hell yeah. Nothing like a 16-hour flight to enjoy some quiet time before I bring the chaos and take down Mutiny.
Okay, good luck. We'll be counting on you.
Weren't you on SmackDown, like, last night?
Glad you're a fan, Paragon.
Well, I was mostly watching to see my favorite superstar, LA Knight. I love that guy. Just something about him reminds me of myself. But anyway, I'm guessing you're here in hot pursuit of a missing championship?
Could be. You have some intel?
Maybe. Can you get me LA Knight's autograph?
Sure.
Okay, great. Well, Io Sky showed up here last night with that title, and she wiped me out.
She beat you?
Like a drum. But then that wrestler Chosen from PWJ rolled up and put a whooping on the both of us.
Wait, Chosen beat up you and Io Sky?
What, beat us up? Hell no. He cleaned us out in a card game. Dude even took the WWE belt off of Io on the river.
Wait, now you were on a river?
It's a poker term. That's not important. Chosen won the belt, and then he and La Congrejita Loca went off to celebrate.
La Congrejita Loca from Lucha Magica? How did she get involved in this?
Locker room romances are a weird thing. If you want to get the story from the horse's mouth, Chosen is out in the arena parading around with the belt like he beat LA Knight for it. That would never happen. Guy is unstoppable.
I'm going to go have a talk with Chosen.
I think that means you're gonna jump him. You know, I'm supposed to team with him tonight.
Find yourself another partner.
You got LA Knight's number?
Oh. Oh.
Chosen, I kicked your ass once, and unless you give me that stolen belt, I'll do it again.
I don't have your belt.
Paragon said you won it off EO in a card game.
I did. But then...
But then... what?
Then... the fire of my heart. The sun I orbit around. The one true love of my life. La Congregita Loca. She took it with her to Mexico to remember me by.
You gave her the undisputed WWE Championship as a memento?
Yes. Now I have neither my title or my love.
You are ridiculous. It's obvious she didn't take the title to Mexico to remember you. She took it to defend it in a match.
It was... oh, a lie? No!
I guess I'm headed to Mexico. I really hope Aldis reimburses me for these flights.
Please tell her. Chosen still loves her.
No. You can keep your so-called undisputed title. I knew it the second I held it. That is a bootleg replica belt.
Of course it is. Io didn't tell you. She took the real belt with her. I didn't see any harm in using the fake one I took from that egomaniac Chosen to sell at Arena Estatal. He is cute, though. And obsessed with me. Maybe Chosen's not so bad. What do you think?
I don't give a damn. Look, where did Io take the real WWE Championship?
The WWE archives.
The WWE Archives?
You are Mutiny, see?
See, I'm Mutiny through and through. Just trying to keep it on the down low so I can really stick it to WWE when they least expect it.
Then you know Mutiny's taking the belt there to destroy it with everything else at the archives.
Everything?
When your friends erase the history of WWE forever, it will be a blow they will never recover from. You must be so disappointed to be missing the fun tonight.
I think I'll be there right on time.
Io Sky came this close to effectively erasing the history of WWE before the superstar stopped her. Tonight she'll attempt to finish the job by taking back the stolen WWE Championship.
It's not enough for Mutiny to throw the entire company into a civil war. Now they're actively trying to destroy our legacy.
That's why we need superstars like this, who give a damn about what made this business what it is today.
Ow.
Getting her set up for something in the corner. Corner, and a couple back elbows to follow.
Grabbing the arms and just rapid stops. Attack after attack on target. You have to imagine the disdain it takes to repeatedly stop someone like that. No doubt Io is having trouble here.
It does look like Sky is struggling right now. Good shot, and now Io is bleeding.
Mounted palm strikes. I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage. Double knees. Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows.
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Each blow landing, it's taking its toll on her.
She has to dig deep now. Find the strength to stay in this.
Delivering nasty stomps.
The champion imposing their will with total disregard. Setting it up. Thunderous clothesline. Lifted way up high into a big power slam. And that has to put some fear into the champ, seeing the kind of power their challenger possesses.
Look out below! The airtime, the fearlessness. What a ridiculous maneuver to the outside.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat.
Springboard.
Sky able to steer clear. Boom!
And Io gets pounced on.
Kick to the body. Looking to apply the pump handle. Hoisted up and into a powerbomb.
Pops up their opponent into the powerbomb.
The challenger might have what it takes to win this.
No, it's not over.
We knew it was not going to be an easy task to put the champion away, and that from the top, big splash.
And straight into the pin attempt.
2. And a new champion is officially crowned.
And with that victory, the undisputed WWE Championship belt is coming back to Raw and SmackDown, right where it belongs.
I don't know, Saxton. Right now, it looks like it might belong around that superstar's waist.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. You told me so. Any doubts I harbored about you and your partner have been assuaged and eliminated. Any other crow I should eat?
I feel like that was 2 buffet helpings at least. It did turn out to be a wild goose chase after all.
But you caught the goose and saved the legacy of this championship. Not to speak of the entire WWE Archives collection.
It's about time Mutiny got a taste of their own medicine.
I suppose my only small bone to pick is your theft of Stone Cold Steve Austin's truck for your entrance tonight.
I didn't steal it. I borrowed it. And I don't regret it either, because that entrance, that was badass.
I suppose the only thing I can say is... oh, hell yeah!
I am pretty sure this is the worst jet lag I've ever had.
That's because you've been around the world in 80 hours.
Seriously, that was a globe-trotting adventure. It's wild that after all that, you won the title back on SmackDown.
I like hearing that. You won the title. I should definitely be listed in the undisputed WWE Championship lineage.
You're every bit as legitimate as Cody.
Hey, we're all on the same team now.
I know. Old rivalries are set aside while we all stand together against our common enemy.
So inspiring. We should hum a patriotic song while you talk.
We're not close enough for you to give me crap, kiddo. Besides, I am pretty damn inspirational.
The voice of the...
That is my line, and you cannot afford the royalties.
You'd be surprised.
We should talk about what's next. I spoke to the GMs, and you're going to defend your Unity titles at WWE Payback.
Mutiny maneuvered their way into a title match?
No, you'll actually be facing Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins.
Might be nice to take a break from battling Mutiny.
Exactly. And since you're facing a team from our side, there's no chance of the titles going back to NXT.
We don't plan on losing either way.
Even though they're not directly involved in the match, I still think Mutiny might try to interfere. And since we all know that Hunter and the board won't do anything about it, I'll be in your corner to watch your backs. Deal?
Sounds good to me.
Amidst all this NXT mutiny chaos, there's one thing that's been catching our eye. Piquing our interest, if you will.
Don't get us wrong. We are Team WWE all the way. We support anyone who's fighting the good fight. But two of our teammates have something we want. The Unity Tag Team Championships. And now, we've been given the opportunity.
And who better to hold the Unity titles than an actual wedded couple? That's real unity. Unlike the current champions whose bond is that they used to train together. Wow, that's deep.
But don't worry, after we relieve you of your titles, all will be well in the world. You can get back to focusing on Mutiny, and everyone can rest easy that the Unity titles are still safe and sound with Team WWE.
One last thing. CM Punk, we hear you're gonna be in the champ's corner. We don't need anyone in ours, since we have each other.
But don't try any funny business out there, okay? Or we'll send you right back to the hospital.
Keep those belts nice and warm, champs. We're coming for you.
This Unity title match is the reason the championships were created. For the best in WWE competing in the same ring.
The key phrase there is best in WWE, Cole. Whoever wins this match, the Unity Championship... are out of Mutiny's hands.
You got that right, Corey. This is an all WWE title match, and I am here for it.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
Oh, strong impact.
Both wrists captured, and man, knee strike.
That'll turn your lights out.
Look at this, just unloading.
And a stomp to the gut.
The challenger taking some minor damage.
He's got to keep in mind, pacing is everything in a tag match like this.
Connects. Saw it coming.
Oh, God, knee meets face. Both wrists captured, and that was nasty. Going up, uh-oh.
But right hands create separation and an escape.
Knee right to the face.
Doling out as much damage as possible. Looking to silence the challenger once and for all.
Seth is being overwhelmed.
Rollins has to devise a new plan.
Oh! DDT off the apron!
I think he's ready to blow the roof off this place.
A slingshot. Effect to face first. Amazing. Super kick. Gosh.
Lots of damage done to the challenger now.
After that, maybe it's time to tag out for a second.
Boom. The champion doing everything to retain here.
Oh, he kicked out.
Just barely, but it counts.
Being placed in the corner here.
Slingshot cutter.
Ooh, what a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
This is a very powerful...
Oh, man, what a power bomb. And now going for the victory.
Is this it?
Kicks out. He still has life.
Now is not the time to wallow in disbelief. Pressure must be kept on.
He connects with a counter.
Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly.
Double underhook.
Into a neck breaker. Lifted way up high.
A power slam. And Rollins capitalizes.
Back and forth, counter after counter. Powerbomb.
Look at this. Elbows right to the knee. Round and round.
Ruthless. No way.
Seth Rollins desperately needs to figure this out.
Any of Rollins' defenses have been pegged. And there's the reverse STO. Schoolboy into the pin.
Cover for the championship. Oh, I thought the champ had it.
I am in shock. What's it going to take to keep this guy down?
Countering that offense.
Both superstars countering one move after another.
From behind. Back suplex.
Coming in off the tag.
Clothesline. Off with their head.
She reverses and creates an opportunity.
Backpack face buster.
The champ taking a bit of damage.
Some dominant offense there from the one and only man. And she's sent right into that corner.
High-level ability being shown with each of these counters.
Pump handle. Into a power bomb.
Pops up there, opponent into the power bomb. This might be it. The champ might keep it here.
She decides to tag out. Headed to the top rope.
From the top, a huge splash.
Two. No, she kicks out.
I didn't think we'd see a kick out there. A litany of knee drops.
Knee strike after knee strike.
Right in the middle for relentless.
Just grounding and pounding.
And there's the reverse STO.
And right away into the pin. There's two.
Got him. And the tag titles stay put.
Here are your winners
They've done it. A well-deserved victory against tough competition.
That was a big win. And having you out there must have scared Mutiny off, Punk.
Yeah, thanks for the backup.
No problem, but I do have some bad news. Mutiny didn't hit us in the ring because they were busy poaching our roster. I just found out that Shinsuke Nakamura, Shayna Baszler, Johnny Gargano, and Tommaso Ciampa all jumped ship.
Damn.
It's definitely a blow, especially since we don't seem to be getting anyone from their side to join us. Just when we thought things were going well, right?
We've been here before.
We have?
Yeah, this reminds me of when we first started training together. For every stride we made, it seemed like there was a setback. But no matter what happened, you never gave up. It's the reason I knew you were the right person to come in to help us take down Mutiny.
Thanks. That means a lot.
I hate to interrupt here, but we need to figure out what's next. How are we going to counter Mutiny getting stronger?
Sorry, we got a bit off track. Which brand should we focus on? Keep in mind, if I go to SmackDown, I only have live event matches lined up.
Am I the only one seeing this, Oos? NXT's Mutiny out here making moves, pulling everyone to their side while people watch the uprising from the sidelines. Even Triple H and the board are low-key cheering for them.
Why do you think I'm here? Word on the street is Raw and SmackDown need all the help they can get.
Yeet. We need more people doing stuff like taking those Unity titles off them.
And taking on stars like Becky and Seth, it shifts the spotlight, keeps Mutiny from monopolizing the conversation, and that's exactly what we need right now.
For real. Anything to slow their momentum down. It was starting to feel like they could do whatever they wanted. Reminds me of when the Bloodline first started. We had that edge. And nobody was cool like us.
But we've seen that all play out before, right? Starts out hot, but a lot of folks are gonna get left out once they get what they want, you know?
Seen it, felt it. When you're useful, you get used. When you're not, well, like you said, we've seen how that plays out.
It's impressive the way Mutiny's able to manipulate people. They've got a knack for pulling strings and making the bad guy look cool. But that's something we could work with. Use their own game to play them.
You got something cooking.
You said it yourself. People are joining up because Mutiny is cool. It's got an edge that makes standard corporate WWE look basic.
We can't compete with that smoke.
Not unless I show them some fire, Oos.
So you do have a plan. Yeet.
Yep. And I'm kicking it off later tonight. You're gonna love this one, Jay.
can't wait, Oos.
I'm sure I'm not the only one still distracted by that NWO shirt. It's tough to focus on the match with that hanging in the air.
Well, just try being a professional, Saxton. It's a shirt. Besides, I'm sure we'll get an explanation when the time's right.
Well, I'm also sure Chad Gable isn't worrying about his opponent's wardrobe. He looks poised to prove that skills, not shirts, win matches. That was straight-up punishment. Never a position you want to be caught in.
And the exclamation point. Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Boom! Good night. What a knee.
Stomping. Ouch.
And Gable's hopes are waning in this one.
Gable has to gather the energy to turn the tables.
Goodness, a powerbomb like that will leave you with bruises and remind you of this moment for days. And that might be the start of the momentum swing Chad needed.
And if he's smart, he'll try and take advantage of the opening he's created.
That puts a stop to Gable.
Both wrists captured and pow!
Oh, a knee right to the face.
That knee is a lethal weapon. Snatched up from the canvas into a spine buster.
And he's going to the top.
Oh, look out.
5-star frog splash.
He's in a bit of agony now.
We're reaching that point where one more big maneuver could change the whole match.
Withstand much more of this.
You gotta wonder, what does this do to Gable's confidence? Death Valley bomb. Hard cannon, there's a reverse STO. Has their opponent all the way up. Looks like a crucifix powerbomb. Gable is completely out of it.
The cover! And that'll about do it, folks.
Here is your winner, Mr. Super Smooth.
An impressive victory, and maybe with the win under his belt, we can get some clarity about his attire.
I hope so, Corey. With all the chaos Mutiny is causing these days, the last thing we need is ambiguity. I have a feeling this is more than just a random shirt.
Incredible performance out there tonight, but I think there's one question on everyone's mind. Why the NWO shirt?
Look.
So you're saying that you're joining Mutiny?
No. Mutiny is chaos for the sake of chaos. And just like so many times in history, the real fighters are going to get pushed aside once the leaders get what they want. Anyone who thinks they could trust Bailey and KO to protect their best interests is an idiot. So here's my message to all the superstars on both sides and everywhere in between. It's time for a new direction. We need to embrace our past to forge our future. That's why I'm wearing this shirt. The NWO wasn't about politics. It was about power and domination. So anyone who wants to stop playing the game and wants to run it, join me in my NWO movement.
That's a powerful call to arms, but is it appropriate for a relative newcomer to already be asking for a major shift? Doesn't this put you at odds with the very organization that just brought you in?
Kathy, because I have fresh eyes, I could see what's broken around here. Yes, I'm challenging the norms, but that's because I believe in the potential of this organization to evolve. So stand with me and take the third path. Not mutiny, not the WWE establishment, but a movement built on real power. I'm calling for a new era. Not just to challenge mutiny, but to redefine this business as it should be through dominance and brute force. Welcome to the New World Order.
So, do you want to tell me what the hell you're thinking? Bringing back the NWO?
Relax. Let me explain.
You'd better. I know you haven't been here that long, but in general, I prefer to only have one rebellion to deal with at a time.
It's not another rebellion. This NWO stuff is just a way to stir up some trouble within Mutiny. It's a play. I just need people to believe it's real. And that's obviously working.
That is a pretty good idea, actually. But I really wish you'd run the stuff past me first.
And spoil the surprise? Come on. I've got this under control. Just sit back and enjoy my brilliant manipulations. You just might learn something.
Okay, I'll give you some rope. Just be smart.
I always am. That's why it's working.
This isn't just another match. The newly formed NWO needs to show they can stand up to Mutiny's challenge.
Exactly, Corey. And with Mutiny members like Joe Coffey and Shotzi now donning NWO colors, this fight isn't just pivotal, it's personal.
And our personal feelings aside, I'm sure Mutiny wants to squash this new faction before they can prove the NWO can be major players too.
A trio of wicked German suplexes. Ripped all the way up
into a spine buster. Impressive.
He's not going to be able to pull this off, is he?
Oh,
is he?
Yeah.
Wow. Producing consecutive attacks. This is frightening strength here.
Oh, look at this. German suplex. And not done yet. Another German.
A trio of wicked German suplexes. He is getting rid of the turnbuckle pad. Don't say that too loud, Saxon. You might get caught. These will keep you down.
Breaker can't seem to get out of harm's way.
Breaker needs to find that spark and rally.
Forearm after forearm, vicious attack.
That was a vicious display. You can almost see the disdain in their eyes.
Enough already.
Just punched him right in the mouth.
Relentless. Tagged with a punch.
Double underhook. Neck breaker.
He's not going to be able to pull this off, is he?
Oh,
is he?
Yeah.
Power bomb. That was a power bomb with one message in mind. Absolute destruction. Into a big power slam.
He's just unloading now, landing every shot he can find.
Yeah, this is exactly what he hoped for.
Springboard.
Shooting star press.
What a display of fearlessness we just witnessed.
That's the kind of attitude you need to...
Springboard cutter!
Took a massive risk, but it might have paid off.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now. And what's this manager looking for under the ring? He has no business down there.
Powerful suplex toss.
Whoa! Good defense there.
Inverted facelock applied. Rolling cutter.
Good decision by the ref. Clearing the ring like that.
Lifted way up high. The power slam. Looking to muscle up the competition here. It's a long way down. Crucifix powerbomb. Breaker's got a problem here.
Looking for the pin. Kick out. I don't believe it.
Breaker defiantly getting his shoulder up in time.
Everything possible was done to win there, but it just fell short. Big splash from up top. Into the pin. Work.
Here is your winner, Mr.
After that victory, it seems clear this new NWO is poised to be a major player in the fight against Mutiny.
Absolutely, Cole. They're taking over. The New World Order is here, and they're not just here to participate. They're here to dominate.
NWO for life, baby. And boss, before you say anything, you should know I'm already putting together a crew to help the Black and White take out Mutiny and rest of the WWE. So far, it's me, and that's it. But you gotta start somewhere.
Right. Look, just slow down.
I can't slow down. I'm all in. SmackDown is gonna get smacked. Raw is gonna get cooked. They won't even be able to call it Raw anymore. They'll have to call it Extra Well Done, even though it won't be well done at all when we're through with them. NWO!
Quiet, Truth. Listen, this whole NWO thing, it's complicated.
No, it's not. That's the beauty of it. I don't know if you've noticed, but there are a lot of superstars here who are 3 corners short of a squared circle. If you get my drift, they're very easily fooled. That's why we need this. It's totally real, and it's awesome. Watch. NWO Sneak Attack.